Instagram notification. Drop everything.
That's the sarcasm. Oh, his restream. I'm in trouble again. I bet you anybody it is. Sending that to Facebook, so it's not going to go to Facebook. You bastard!
R.I.P. love.
He'll be back.
It's nice to know that I will not fall.
Sure. You will always fall asleep. If I close curtains now and just pull Wi-Fi, would you be asleep?
I genuinely would, but I'm looking at the state of your neck.
Fine, no one can see it.
I can. It looks worse in the daylight.
No, you're not.
No, I won't do it if you went into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor.
Oh, that is your job.
It is my job. Push keys in the keyboard.
And in what order.
Someone else telling you what buttons to push as well. That's just when I stream with you.
Every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it so every moment that the came in, the had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
It makes you feel better. I nearly did that yesterday when Grady said that joke.
Peculiar happened.
What did Grady say?
The joke that we were going to repeat in front of Jess, but we forgot about it.
Oh, the joke, I forgot.
He had been at his
had a bit
desk
of
for
everything.
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
I'm not too sure if that's the PC or it's acting good.
Stanley found himself unable to move for
Really
the
quiet.
longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Heck, I love this bit. Oh.
Yo, it is a very Paul vibe, isn't it? Yo, that sensitivity is hard. That's not good. Acceleration amount. Ah, there we go. That's probably why. Raw input. Enable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
They've
was
obviously
simply
broken up
sitting
for
alone.
Christmas and he's forgotten about it.
Yeah, like this is just a Christmas office
Mystery
party,
solved.
and no one likes this one guy. Oh, you are stirring. Hey, stirring. Fuck is that enabled? This is why the game shuts down now.
I genuinely thought I had done for a second. I was like, maybe don't speak about that.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, fucking VSync would sound on.
I love when you say words that I have no idea what they mean.
Uh-huh.
Don't explain them to me. I will stop listening.
Sales of the quarter. Alright, so...
That's
When
general.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
do we do the opposite of what he says?
Do the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yo.
I'm expecting zombies, and I know that's not gonna.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this
wish you could,
immaculate,
like, kick-
beautifully constructed room.
What this?
Yeah, the vending
Stanley
machine.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. Drinks machine. I hate myself too. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm regretting
Eager to
life.
get back to business,
I hate
Stanley
myself too.
took
It's
the
fine.
first open door on his left.
Fuck you.
We will not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, narrator.
Wow. This
That's
narrator
the
is solid.
story of my life.
How fucking big is this place?
Can we throw ourselves up the building just out of curiosity?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
We can do. Oh my god, how many ways can we kill Stanley before we actually finish the game?
Is this our goal? Is this the goal?
Is
How-
this Sims all over again?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
420
he'd
just
see
players. Can I open this?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Unless
but
it
didn't
advances
make
the
a
story,
single
then.
difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Wow. Alright, narrator. All out culture or what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to
At
the
one
meeting
point, so we're
room,
just gonna
and
think we don't know his
Stanley
lefts
knew
and
it
rights.
perfectly well.
Yeah, so it's a good
We
one.
don't.
To stop by
We
the
really don't.
employee lounge first,
No, I don't.
just
We
to
always
admire
only going.
Do you ever like tense the hand that you write with
Wow.
just to remember which
Yes,
one
this
is like
room.
right and left?
What a beautiful
Well, instead
room.
of having to put like
What
the
a
L up,
gorgeous,
it's a
gorgeous
more
room.
subtle way of doing
Thank
that.
goodness Stanley had taken this detail, but eager to get back to business.
I know I'm
Stanley
right-handed.
took the first
Yeah.
So
open
if I
door on
like
his left.
tense my writing hand, I know that's my right hand.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright,
We
so.
won't throw ourselves off that bit anymore.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking
We could have jumped off.
No.
Yeah, but look, there's an open door there.
Yeah, but there might be there might be a way that we can get without having to.
No, I
Kill
think
herself
no,
again.
I think you should have jumped when it came over it.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Why is it? Oh, minute. Yo, that's a black hole.
Let's go.
Okay. It's a black.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Answer it. Do you want to answer it?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a wide light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No,
That was
wasn't
fun.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I've been playing this
It's
for
definitely here,
how long
Thursday.
now?
Stanley picks up the phone.
2 seconds.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these
Yo, I want this guy to
decisions were
narrate
supposed
my
mean
life.
anything.
We're just broken
I
the
don't
game.
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
I feel like I'm getting told off at
Well,
school.
that's
Risk on my
Yeah!
I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe
I
this
didn't know this
helpful
was going to be an
instructional
option, an
video.
instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part
Yo,
of
this was
being a
worth
real
4 quid.
This is brain
But if
control
used
in a
incorrectly,
nutshell.
can also
This was
be the
worth
most
4 quid.
dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:40? I'm
My goodness, is it
having
4:40?
a fat sack and crack."
Oh, that's how to practice.
Excellent.
See?
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical
Yeah,
professionals recommend
I guess
making
we
at
got-
least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
No,
See, look, there's a fence around it now.
not all of them.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Aww.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
How did we...
We got we got baby gated.
We got baby gated, yeah.
We got baby gated.
I didn't know I'll play Fallout 3. This is the start of Fallout 3.
I can't believe we've been like.
Game's like...
We are Raphael.
No. We are...
We are Raphael. This is what we've done.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Ooh.
Broken the door. So we've broken the simulation.
Yo, this is like Rick and Morty.
Well, I mean, we got no other choice. We might as well go in there.
I think we fucked it enough to go and write one now, yeah?
Cool.
Just a white room, really.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless, nothing. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect?
Oh,
How
I've
can I go
generally
back to that?
upset him.
I can't
Hooray.
erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly
given him
destroy
an
all of my
existential
work? I don't
Best day of
know.
my life.
This is Michael in The Good Place.
What do I do? What do I do?
Oh my god, this is Michael in The Good Place.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game
I
down.
really am, Eleanor.
I have to.
I mean, I know I am, but like, I really am Eleanor Shellstrop. Broken.
Simulation.
Broken the good place. Oops.
Oh no, you definitely fucked The Good Place.
Hooray.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever.
Oh my God.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in this world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so
Hooray,
perfect.
we broke the game.
I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
I wonder
door
at
on
which,
his
like,
left.
at what point they're just gonna open the right-hand door.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
So
Behave exactly as Stanley would. But that means choosing
Remember when you said about 2
always
seconds ago,
putting the story
wonder how long
first.
before it's
I'm
just like
quite sure
going
you'll
this
be up
door.
to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
That
right.
door.
When
Or do we have
Stanley
to go
came
through the
to a
left door
set of
now?
We might go
2
through the
open
left door
doors,
now.
He entered the door on his left.
Psych!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh yeah, he really does
yeah,
not like
yeah,
us.
not getting any further
Exactly
than
as
that.
Stanley would.
Alright.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Dark.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to get up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ah. Is this going to be useful information?
Oh, I do that as well. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passively aggressively on other co-workers, and then resent co-workers for not supporting you more.
Yeah. So, this is you in your actual work environment. Oh.
You must have. That's what they tell you. I mean, the place that.
Number of slides on the slides charts.
That's those rules, but not like tips not getting fired.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
That's what I want.
Increase graphs and graphs. Increase graphs and graphs. Ah. Okay.
See what works. meeting.
Why did we hire you?
Oh, that remember it takes 2 people to start a fight, and you're both of them. Me and you bickering.
Wow, yeah, it really is.
Us. There we go. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition.
Wow, there you go.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Yeah, you not like that one?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's an IKEA room that looks like this.
Oh, whereas his boss's office, well, nice.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief.
This is you. If you ever were a boss.
Until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Open up, you prick. Hello? Hello?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I want to see if he's going to get angry at us.
God damn.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Oh my god, is it really? Is this you actually not getting it?
Why?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty
Go on.
humiliating to
You're
bring you
supposed
this
to
far,
speak
only
it.
to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
Oh, I know, but
I
the
asked
mic
you
isn't
for
connected
this
to the
one
game.
single thing for
At
your
all.
respect.
Isn't it?
The kind
No.
of
I think you can
respect
connect it.
Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you
Oh, we're
come
being
here?
told off
You had
again.
a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
I think
you
your
could
mic
have
is-
done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Oh my god, this is exactly what it's like to disassociate.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening?
Wait, we beat. That was one ending.
Can you hear me?
Hooray!
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Well, this was great. I thoroughly enjoyed this
You
game.
need to make a decision. You cannot
Would give it an
accept
8 out of
advice.
10.
Understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together.
He's
I'll accept
crying.
Whatever you do, I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose
Made a grown man cry.
anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
We didn't hear any of this music.
Stanley? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time. to
Well,
do
that
this.
was. I enjoyed that.
There's more than one ending. You
I know.
this, right?
I know. There always is.
Like,
I know that's not the ending of
this
the
is
game.
this is your chaotic chaos, just causing chaos.
Hooray!
But I think we should go back into the lift, and I think we can drop down now.
Cool.
I think we should do that. Begin the game again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your mic is connected.
Well, you can do it next time.
No, it's your game. Your mic.
You can speak. What were it? Nighthawk 7, 2, 3,
What
1.
did it mean?
I don't remember.
Stanley
my
decided
God.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Help.
missed a memo.
Help!
Send
Fuck
help.
you! Fuck you!
When When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
See,
knew
there's
it
more than
perfectly
one
well.
possibility. So we could
Perhaps he
go
wanted to
on the
stop
lift,
by
or we
the
could go in the
employee
door on
lounge
the
first,
left.
just to admire it.
I think we should do lift
The
first.
lounge was sublime,
That
a
was
work
my
of
plan.
art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley
is
took
it?
the first open door on his left.
On this one, oh, I see. Yeah, so that would.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
Years ago.
years ago.
If this guy narrated my
Look,
life,
Stanley,
it'd be
I
so
think
much fun.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I just
I realize that
feel
investing in
it's
your
not close
trust
enough,
in
we're just gonna
someone
fall
else
to his
can be
death.
difficult. But
Can't
the
jump.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
oh maybe.
There's someone you've been neglecting. What?
Oh,
Really?
he did it. Never
I was
mind.
in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Hooray,
you
time to
convinced
break
that I
the
want
chain
something
again.
bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Red pill
Let me
or the
prove
blue
that I'm
pill?
on your side.
We're in the Matrix now, motherfuckers.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you
Blue door.
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Blue door.
Stanley walked through the... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what's at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, we've generally.
Well done for managing to like land on that little.
Yeah,
platform
we've
though.
got to do
I
it.
genuinely.
There's nothing here.
There's a couple
Haven't
of
even
doors
finished
here. I
building
can see
this
doors.
section
There's
of the
someone
map,
here.
because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd
Wonder what
written
goes
out
on if we went through the
specifically
red
for
door.
you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
There's
I
another
did.
door as well. There's
And in
multiple
the end,
doors
it
in
was
this
all
one.
for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these
There's
strange
many
and
doors possible
unknowable
before you go
desires
through the
of
door that you're
yours.
supposed to go
What
through.
would-
Until we actually follow it.
Right.
What did
Yeah.
you want?
Will
to
we
see?
actually play this game?
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps
let's carry
ahead
on
of
with
where
the-
we were before.
I thought we were going
Go
through.
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Come back to that.
Yeah, it looks really enticing there.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
getting
Would you
red.
say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically.
We are
But a
Raphael.
1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to
Oh,
judge.
super uncomfortable in that chair, right?
Yeah.
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I like that it learns.
This door.
Yeah. You wanted to go through the door on the left, didn't you? Nope, we can't.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
I'm here to piss him off at this rate.
Hooray.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Gaming again?
The game and the game.
In this game, the baby crawls left.
I want you
towards
to know
danger. You click the
that
button
this
to
is
move him back to the right.
exactly what goes on in the inside of my brain all of the
It's a
time.
very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the
You push that
demands
button
of
even once I'm
family
breaking
life.
up with you.
I think the artwork
You-
will really
I want to
take
see this
notice.
baby crawl into
But
the
of course,
fire.
the message of the game
For no
only
reason other
becomes
than I'm a
clear
bad
once you've been
person.
playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your
Hooray.
input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see.
In a game?
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
A game and a game and a game. Yes! We found Minecraft!
The one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely
Oh my
nothing to
God.
do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create for greater artistic purpose.
This is amazing!
I am going to build a house.
What the
We're stuck.
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
That's not.
I made this, Stanley.
And then
Look at
the
it.
actual bulk of the
Gaze
house
upon
all
my work
underground.
of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I'm joining Mud Hut.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
I want to play Minecraft now.
Wait,
This is how it happens. There we go. You wanted to play Minecraft for like months and then.
diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Can I just?
What is happening right now?
Can we just talk about how I'm playing the Stanley Parable? I'm in Minecraft there.
Yeah, like.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I'm doing something.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
So, we've played Fire Babies.
Fire babies.
Like, we've set babies on fire, we've played Minecraft, and oh my
We're
god.
Paul.
We're gonna play Paul!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be?
I realise I
Can't
don't have
figure it
Paul on
out.
my current PC.
Okay,
Really
now I'm
sad.
curious.
You know who has
Let's
both
go
Pauls?
Find out what the hell
This
this
guy.
is.
You know who could read Bun Pauls? This guy. Also. Let me out.
You know that's not how Paul works.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Did you just
Actually, you know what? I think that's
£4
plenty.
portal,
I really
a
don't
£4
care
portal
whether
demo
some
and a
stuff
£4 Minecraft demo?
games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you.
What did I first say though as well when this game loaded up? I love this bit in Paul.
Are we?
I reckon Raphael, who did not enjoy this game, not play this game like we are playing this game. We dead? Nope.
Now
Shining.
we're playing Cry of Fear now.
It's Signing.
God, I don't even know if you know what that is. What the fuck? Eleanor, my way broke this game more than yours. You just pissed him off.
Hey.
I just play more games. Ooh.
No, you wanted to go through the orange door, remember?
Oh, I should do that next.
If we ever get out of this bit.
With the red door.
I thought you didn't want to play Luigi's Mansion.
Why are we playing Half-Life? Very cute.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Imagine if
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
Yeah.
Someone who will wrap everything up
Oh,
at the
like
end
your
to
previous
make
Stanley.
sense out of
Yeah,
chaos
oh, what
and
game used to
fear
do
and
that?
confusion. That's who I
There's a
am.
game that used to do
Oh,
that.
there's
what I
like
mean
that
to this
Super
world.
Mario parody.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back.
You know, when you
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
dies and all the Marios at
Yeah.
the bottom.
After it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Thought the end was never.
I can wait.
He's patient, but I'm evil.
Oh,
Yeah, the end is never. So. Back at the beginning.
I've only just noticed the clock's ticking.
Has the time changed? Started playing.
Alright, remember that.
Oh, I won't.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
That's not our office though. Like that's not us. So I wonder if like everyone here is Stanley.
Oh my god.
It's like a cloning thing.
It's like the Rick and Morty universe where everyone's Rick, but this is everyone's Stanley.
Everyone is a Stanley. Do you think Stanleys are like the Martys of the world? What do you do?
I turned it off.
Aw, saving energy.
Is there a secret code? Oh my god, is there a secret code?
That would be. We're just. I wonder if you.
Really pulse switch. What if you? Oh my god, yeah.
Can't input anything.
I'm gonna slap it all in.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Left.
he entered the door on his
I'm
left.
kidding. On the right. We always go
This
with the
was
right.
not the correct
Yeah, I'm
way
not
to the
finished in the
meeting
right.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
So,
Perhaps he
off
wanted to stop
bridge
by
through the red
employee
door.
lounge first, just to
Or
admire its
off
fabric.
bridge.
Off the bridge.
Standing now in this
And then-
incredible room,
I
Stanley
thought there was
for
like
the
another
fuck
option.
eager to get back
We'll see
to
what the third
business,
one is.
Yeah,
then.
we'll
Stanley
figure
took
out.
the first open door on his left.
Because we also need to go through the door on the right and go through that door on the
Stanley
left
was
as
so
well.
bad at following
That left
directions,
one, it
it's
just goes back to the
incredible he
meeting room.
wasn't
Does
defined.
it?
Yeah, you can see down the hallway.
Oh, I wasn't paying.
Look, Stanley,
I tried
to
know
check
that
last
we've
time.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
The
really, I'm
reverse
not.
engine.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. Really?
Hey.
I was in the middle of something.
Yeah,
You
we
have
can do
zero
that.
consideration
good
for
to know.
others. Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something
Has the
beautiful.
time changed or
Look,
like?
let me prove it.
I'm going
Let me
back.
prove
Oh
that
my
I'm
God.
on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Blue again?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was some stuff in the blue door that we missed.
No, because it was like blue, 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 and then he decided to bring the third door. We never went through the third door. That was
We
it.
have to go through the blue door to get the third door.
Alright, let's go through.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
180 that shit.
Alright, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at
You
the
know
end
what?
of this
Instead
road?
of giving
You've
him a
chosen one.
1, should we give him
Don't
a
let me
5 for
stop you.
everything?
You see?
Might give us better
There's
games.
nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for
He's so
nothing.
angry with
Because
us.
Like,
this
he's
is
so
what you wanted to
upset.
see.
We have successfully played this game so far, and we have played nothing of this game. We have made zero progress in this game, but we are doing really well, I think.
Want to see vehicles, skill trees. Work with me. You give me
And
absolutely
Barfy.
nothing so far. Tell you what.
Yeah, that's a
Let me take
proper
a stab
scar
in the
now.
dark at a new design, and you can give me some
Oh, look.
feedback. There we go. A third option.
Orange dark.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were.
Oh,
before.
that was a
Go ahead,
nice
Stanley.
corridor.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback.
Pissed
here.
you off, now we're gonna.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did
Refuse
I
to go
know
through
the
the-
game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct.
Sending me memes,
mostly.
it's never
A
happened.
calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my
Rejecting turning
soul.
30.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
So we go through this door again. I like the orange corridor.
I do.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
Odd,
honest
because we got
answers,
the-
please.
We got the other games. Try and
Hey,
like.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a
Finish
new
it.
game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
We do have to press the button though this time.
Okay, we'll press.
In this game, the
We already know what's gonna happen after this.
Yeah.
He's gonna make us play
You
Minecraft
click
and
the
Portal
button
and
to
shit.
move him back to the right.
I can't believe
and
we
if
got to
he
play
reaches the
Portal.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands.
That baby
of
looks so
fame.
scary.
I think the art world will
Maybe.
really take notice. The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
God, that's aggressive. Get the six out of
For the new Grand Techno.
ambiance.
I wasn't kidding.
Like, that's like 2 calls. So like
2, 2, 1, 1.
6 calls and one of them is a missed call.
Oh, is this about to make me play it for 4 hours? Odd. Don't like
You
it.
know how to sleep on stream.
Yeah.
Those count.
You
Huh?
heartless.
We're not
bastard.
heartless. We
Did
tried.
you
We
do
got.
it because you hate
we got
babies
bored.
or purely to spite
Shit
me?
game.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely
It'd be
valuable.
nice.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone
No,
else's
I'm not going
game,
through the orange
just
door.
to
We'll go
ease
through the red
pain?
door.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Basically, we know what's going to happen now.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
You could just do that. So, elevator, blue, red door.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My door closed.
Taxi.
Okay.
I feel like if I worked in this office, I would definitely kill myself.
Oh god, yeah. What's happened?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Fuck your employees. This shit.
Stanley felt
Look at that. There's
There's
no
nothing
coffee.
we could even do with it either.
Giddy in a way, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh look, there's the office meeting room.
Is it?
Yeah, there. Right there. You see it?
Oh,
Oh, is it behind Mike?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. There.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's how I...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your
I'm
trust
so
in
proud of
someone
this
else
for like
can be
successfully
difficult,
killing
but the
Stanley.
fact is that the story has been about what?
What? It's the first time we play it.
In the
Yeah.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
It's just like,
for
let's
others?
just jump off.
That's
Fucking
what
shoot 'em.
happens if we just
something
like...
bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
All
to
right,
show
let's
you
go through the
something
red door.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
All right.
I'm actually gonna
Now
do what
listen
we're told
carefully,
for
this
this
is
first
important.
time.
Stanley walked through the red
How long have
door.
we been playing this so far?
47 minutes.
Hooray.
And we've pissed him
Well,
off.
Thank God you are willing to listen
Pissed
to me.
him off
Do you
multiple
see,
times.
I
Wow.
really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing
Yeah,
right now.
Making us running.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to.
This is a punishment.
I would.
He's making
we
us
would
run in
both be
circles.
so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Go through the back door.
Oh, this is creepy. Okay. Let's go.
I just can't believe we unplugged the telephone.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
I knew this game was about aliens.
Beautiful, isn't it? If we
Always
just stay
is.
right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
We're about to be
I actually
abducted by
feel
aliens.
happy.
Need to be probed.
Nope, I'm leaving.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Everyone's unhappy there.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, so if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Yo, this is
Let's do it!
fucked up.
Do it.
So happy.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Chaotic evil.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, it's like your room. That's not what your room is like, you know that.
I know
Stop
you'll
pretending.
see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Damn it, it triggered me. I was like, I can jump off.
Can you jump off?
No, I'm trying to look.
Aww.
There's an invisible barrier. Body.
No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
Oh, this red doll's more fucked up than...
This red door is the better door, apparently.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going
Is it
to
bad that I
restart.
almost wanted it to come up at the top, like Minecraft style?
You survived so many days.
Oh, that paper wasn't there. And it was not that time on the clock before.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would
Oh my
never
god, the
be
narrator
alone
has lost his
ever
mind.
again.
This is incredible.
We've broken a narrator.
We've literally driven a narrator to insanity. Maybe we should get off this.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
But
first,
what else was there
just
to do
admire
this
it.
way?
The lounge was grand, majestic. Perhaps
We've done that. We've done the
eager to
two
get back
doors,
to
so there's
business,
really nothing back
Stanley
there,
took
is there
the
now?
first
I don't
open
think
door on his left.
Alright, let's go in here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
You didn't want to go through this door.
Yeah?
What do we do?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from
Left.
here, it's, left.
It's the only way.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
When you go off the script.
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
It
This
is.
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You know Christine, the Stephen King book?
Yeah.
Yep, that was
Yeah.
about that. I've got that real vibe then. Oh my god, what number are we?
200... No, 427.
Oh, it says.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we
What
don't
else can we
wander
do
so
before we
far
go
off
through the
track,
left door?
Okay.
That was
From
it.
the top.
Go through the left.
Alright.
All of his
You remember what you
courage
said about
was gone.
Stanley's?
What could it mean?
You might be right.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
always
room.
am.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, cocky ass.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, No, I
Why is
restarted.
there like
I swear I
$80,000?
restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Did you break
Did you
the...
move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here.
If something goes wrong, I blame you.
Yeah.
Sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
We've been given
Let's
free will.
end the story.
Oh my god.
Do you want to go left to right? Or right to left? I'll just pick a door at random, apparently. Oh, they're all connected.
Clear.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Aww.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
At this point, I would like to know what the meeting room looks like.
Okay, yep, it's worked. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back?
This is the most broken we broke.
Hooray!
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yo, this is.
I love Resident Evil.
I've seen Slender Man. We ain't going.
Now this. Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel...
Alexa, main light on.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
He losing his mind.
So we've won.
All right, I've got a solution.
They've put
This
training
time, to make
wheels
sure
on.
we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Luncheon. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Let's go off track. Now when he's not even giving us the option anymore. He's just like,
No, I'm done. I'm living it up to the line from now on.
Oh, he done.
He's like-
he's full on done.
Yeah.
He's just like, go fuck off. Go follow this
he's
line.
not even giving us the option to fuck it up anymore.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I don't believe in destiny because I was convinced it was destiny for me to get MCR tickets and I
Wherever
didn't.
end
So
up be our destination, even if there's no story there. Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
and also, what
Simply
was
by
the game that you were
act
talking
of
about? The
moving
super weird
forward,
graphics that
are
talked
we
about
implying
fans.
a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into
Okay.
being via the very manifestation
Oh, Resistance of
the
Fate.
nature
Yeah.
of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact.
But
a
I followed it
byproduct
round and then
of
up
one's
this.
subjective experience of that existence.
Do you think this game wants to make
Okay.
sense?
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
You hearing this?
Yes.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, he lost his mind.
Yo, this guy loose. He gone. He got
Oh, I especially like that swinging light. That's nice.
What's happening?
What have we done?
We
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
I don't
Make
believe him.
sure you
I think
study
he's
it
gone
closely
crazy.
And remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Spoilers.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, we've got the line again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Oh, this is the most in-depth we've ever
This is
gone.
Crazy.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know, and how about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path.
Oh,
a
I
new
made
story.
best
Well,
friends
it could
with
be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
So even his own game is against him.
But at least we're BFFs with him now.
Yeah, he's not angry with us.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is our control. How important we mustn't squander the
You're wrong there.
opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Bollocks!
hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
We've had
You're
many
telling me
different versions of this.
These are all the red ones of what we've had.
Giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game.
Well, no, because the 2-door room didn't have a lot of
times?
additional doors after the first restart.
That's
Did
really
it?
how all this goes? It's all
And the narrator is not gone.
determined?
He did not die after a long time.
So
No,
now,
wait.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
We're
blank
currently
simply
playing
because
the
it's written
confusion
here on
ending.
this
Which is
thin
that one now? 1 to
wall.
8.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Yo, we need to look
Why
these
don't
up. We need to
I
get
a
these.
say in all of this? Is it really?
If we can finish this game, right?
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
I could
don't
probably
want to
refund
forget
this game.
what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
Within like 2
I
hours.
won't
2.5
restart the
hours.
game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean?
Have you seen the
Did
boy?
we do it?
Yeah.
Did we
That's
break
exactly
the
what
cycle?
this did.
The whatever it is that made this schedule.
Where? There it is.
How would
Find the line, follow the line, find
Well, so
attempt
what
to make up a story here.
So
The
what
narrative
happened?
just.
So
So we've done the 6th
We've
ending.
done, like, after the 5th restart,
I guess
we
now we
attempted
just
to play the
wait.
game, but we're prevented and we can't do anything
I
or go
suppose
anywhere.
in some way
We were watching
this
that
is a
happen.
kind of
Yeah.
story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
And we did nonsense
Though they're always
philosophy
saying
and
that
music.
life is about the journey and not the destination.
That was weird.
So I hope that's where we are right now.
We
We'll
didn't
find
end up
out,
in
won't
another
we?
building yet.
Eventually.
Oh, narrative
Well,
gone
in
what?
the meantime,
We really should have been paying attention to what I was saying.
all of his co-workers were gone.
Shall we actually follow the actual
Stanley
story?
decided to go to the
I mean,
meeting.
now is
Perhaps he had
like
simply
now
missed a
would have been the
memo.
time that we were gonna do the proper door that we were supposed to go through. So, like, we've done all that we
When
can do in the
Stanley
right.
came to a set of 2 open doors.
I don't think we have.
he
I think
entered
we
the
probably
door
just-
on his left.
Let's see what we can do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
We couldn't go
office.
downstairs before.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously
Well,
out of
I feel
existence in a
crazy.
single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
This isn't a
He
dream.
wasn't crazy after all.
A donut.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
And there is spilled coffee.
Coffee,
So
yeah.
it's obviously a nightmare.
Pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had
Ellen, I'm
Gonna
tripping
go
balls
in
now.
A galaxy far, far away.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything
Oh, I stopped
that I'm
asking
doing and
myself that
thinking?
question a while ago.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice.
Alright, I need to stop. That's driving me
Thinking
nuts.
about how
I'm
it's
literally getting
describing
dizzy
my
watching you do
thoughts,
that.
he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
I mean, we didn't go down the stairs. Like, that was the wrong way.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside.
What's that?
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Maybe the entire office
I want my
is
apartment
lose morale.
and my wife
So they just
and my job. All
them
I
to
want
insanity
is my
to
life
make them just want the
exactly way
normality
it's
of
always been. My
pushing
life
buttons.
is normal.
Oh my god.
I
be
am
like it
normal.
seems like a treat.
Everything
That's
will
what
be
I would do.
fine.
If I had company.
I am.
But I'm not a
okay.
good person.
Oh, we know that. Ah.
I can say it, you can't.
Wow.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
How many restarts is this?
I've lost count.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
The
Fuck is Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
That's us.
her walk
That's
was
Stanley.
interrupted
Oh
by
god, we
the
killed
body of a
herself.
man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh
and then
no, we
collapsed
didn't. It's
dead
alright,
on
we
the
just died.
sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what real
The
and
fuck
I feel
is
called
happening?
out.
it was comforting to
Here you
think
go.
this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career. And by
That's me.
extension,
I come across a
the
dead body,
rest
and
of
I'm
her
like,
life.
oh god.
She had no time for this, so it was
Oh,
only
God.
a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Did not call the ambulance, just ran. I like Mariella.
Why? Reminds you of you.
Mariella is the Eleanor Shellstrop of this game. So by extension, is the me of this game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright, so we've had the
Stanley
crazy
decided to go to
ending
the
then.
meeting room.
We've
Perhaps he
had
had
some
Do you want to
endings.
look yeah, look it up and see how many of the endings there is. I'll go through the stat. We'll go up.
Stanley came to a set of
Why is
two
Netflix
different
trying to tell me that
doors.
I'd like
He entered
Impractical
the door on
Jokers?
his left.
Ew. I hate that show.
I liked it at first, but
there was
after
not
a
a
certain
single
number of
person there
seasons, you're
either.
going to start recognizing
Feeling
them all and be like,
relieved,
oh,
disbelief,
someone's getting a prank
Stanley
played on
decided
them.
to go up to
Like,
his
it's like
boss's
seeing Ashton
office.
Kutcher and being
Coming
like,
up
oh,
the
guess you're on
staircase,
Punked.
Stanley
Do you know what I
walked
mean?
upstairs to his boss's office.
Spelled Stanley. Great
Stepping into
start.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Um,
no indication
look.
of any human life. Shocked,
We're in the office.
unraveled, Stanley
Well,
wondered in
we haven't gone
disbelief
nearly so far
who
to be in the
orchestrated
office.
This. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad
Let's just
behind
get
the
drunk.
boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 22845. But of course, Stanley could, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the opened passageway.
Oh.
Go.
Okay, there's a few.
There's a few. How many's a few?
The red door ending,
Yeah?
the blue door ending,
Yeah.
the guitar ending,
Wait.
aka the white ending, the escape pod ending, heaven ending, suicide ending.
We've
I want that one, yeah.
we've just done suicide.
Well, no, I thought that one's the one that we died.
That's suicide.
No, because we just passed out on the street and died. We didn't,
Oh, can't remember
yeah.
them.
Too much pressure ending, wife ending, museum ending, confusion ending,
We got that one.
happy ending, countdown ending, dream ending,
The building.
credits
Stanley
ending,
realized he felt
aka
a bit
real person
peculiar.
ending,
It was a
whiteboard
stirring of
ending,
emotion in
failing
his
the portal
chest,
puzzle
as though he
ending.
felt more
Oh my God.
himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
So what's the
This
Minecraft
question
one?
will not go unanswered for long.
That's the blue door ending.
Oh yeah, so we've done
We've
blue.
done that.
Stanley walked straight
We've
ahead
done the
through
red
the large
door
door
ending.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes! Why would you follow a route that had the word escape scrawled on it in red crayon? Like, have you never seen The Shining? Red crayon is never a good sign.
Yeah, if blood comes down this corridor,
The
then
door behind him was not
We haven't
shut.
jumped out of a window,
Stanley
so,
still had every opportunity to turn around and
Okay.
get back on track.
yeah, we haven't done the guitar ending. Or the escape
At this
pod
point,
ending.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
We haven't done the heaven ending, but we... What did you do? What did you do?
I think I just got the suicide engine.
Fuck
I love how
me.
you... I got an achievement, you can't jump.
As the machine
Hey.
went into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Oh, we're about to die.
He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow
I think
vision
this is the
for
museum
several
ending.
years. Perhaps his death was of
Because it just tells you
loss
crucial
by
decisions.
plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
That's what you
So
did.
he designed and willingly
But that's the
accepted this
museum.
violent end
The museum
to his
ending.
brief and
How many have we done then?
I don't know, you'll have to count them. I'm about to be squished, Eleanor. This is not for a museum.
We've done the crucial decisions for the museum ending.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
How many times have we killed Stanley now?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life.
This is the museum.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What the?
How can we?
Oh, plus altar.
Like museums. We haven't even got to the bike yet.
Can I just say, what have we done?
Can't we unplug the telephone ages ago?
Oh yeah,
That was like one of the first
That-
things we did. We unplugged the telephone.
we need to redo that.
How did we even get to that point?
I'm not sure. Are we literally just in a museum?
Oh, we took the lift all the way up.
Lift. Oh yeah.
We took the lift all the way up. Minecraft. Second then. Spoiler alert for the different endings. This is like that episode of Black Mirror with the museum.
I never watched Black Mirror. Yeah, I've never watched it.
Watch.
Yeah, I thought you would.
The Prime Minister fucks a pig.
Oh, so like ours.
Yeah, literally. Like, and then not long afterwards, it was like the news came out about David Cameron sticking his dick in a pig's mouth.
I think we've got.
And this is
One option.
we've been in the maintenance room.
Yeah. But look. We went in the lift for the confusion ending. Wait. The vent? Do I just reset? Is that it? Let me have a look. Seriously, you can't jump with disabled here. Alright.
Boring.
I just crashed it. After I just crashed Stanley Parable.
Oops.
There we go. We're back. Guess we just. What?
I guess.
I'm not finding anything, am I? Like, I can't interact with alt. Unless we find Stan. Oh wait, we didn't. Did we go to that side? This is where we come down. Right, it started talking shit about us. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a building. Up. Up. Ah.
The exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I didn't
Listen
want.
to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
listen.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and be your own true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
We killed Stanley again.
You know what's really funny?
What?
What's happening? Killed Stanley.
R.I.P. bitch.
Ripperoni. Ripperoni, pepperoni.
Oh my god, if you ever say that again, I'm breaking up with you.
Ripperoni, pepperoni, ripperoni. Right, we need to go through the wife ending now.
Apparently you can close Stanley Star from...
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Love how you're like, you can close it from, and it's like, what?
This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Me when
In
there's
here
drama
I can
going
be
on at
happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Okay.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. It comes.
Sorry, my brain's not thinking that. Was that it? Was that the entire ending?
Apparently.
Alright, cool.
There's also something to do with a window.
A window?
Yeah.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a
The
person
message
in your
is-
place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
That was like some real Night Vale shit then.
There is that window now. Does it say?
No, it wasn't like clear.
I did last time.
When
Oh no,
Stanley
I
came
went
to a
through the
set of
exit.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, the office might have changed again.
Oh, we didn't do the phone one. I should have
Yet
gone back.
there was not a single person here
I
either.
think we're gonna have some.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
So we went down,
Like
that's
coming
not
to
doing
a
that one again.
staircase,
No, that
Stanley
was-
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Didn't go through the start, and that picture was not up there.
No, because his office is there.
Where are we going?
Up. With listening to this jazzy elevator music.
Don't mention the words.
What jazz?
Do you really want to get me started on the B movie right now?
Oh, Barbie Benson. This abuse is recorded.
Good. I hope you die.
What? Oh, do I? He's humming. He's humming to it. He's full on humming.
This is like a real messy office. Oh, we went nowhere.
Does the elevator do anything?
I guess we'll find out.
After traveling along at least 3 times in a row, press the button, the door will open, press the button when inside the elevator and close the doors. Even though it may seem like I'm moving, the elevator actually does not go anywhere. If you listen carefully, you can hear the narrator humming, coughing and making noises in a very slight and silent, awkward manner, as if he was actually standing next to you in the elevator. Oh my god! We're just being trolled.
We're just not going anywhere, that's it?
Yeah. That was
that's
nice.
Disappointing. So the first time we did that, it went to 1 bar, and then the second time went to,
Stepping
like, this
into
is the
his
3rd time.
manager's
It's
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
like that it's given
What
up
could
on
it
trying to
mean?
get us to the back.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his
Let me
situation.
play this.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
2,
And
8,
so the
4,
boss had
5.
assigned it an extra secret pin number. 2845. Yet incredibly, by
Okay.
simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Your boss was hiding this behind his office, like... What? I don't think your boss is hiding this. I don't know, his White Rose is pretty big. There could be a secret cult under the building.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Alright.
Facility.
Oh, we're
Cool.
going in.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Oh, I've
screens.
seen this from a different angle.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We've been there.
Now the monitors monitored to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place
We're all in
where
different
freedom
places.
meant nothing.
I know. But you'd think if they were monitoring individual employees, they would be in individual offices.
No.
This
That's on a
mind
couch.
control facility, it was too
Yeah, and then one of
horrible
them was
to
just
believe
like
it couldn't be true.
from
Had
the
Stanley
stairway.
been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
I think it's leading
Never.
to suicide.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof,
one
the
where
heart
we-
of the operation. Controls
Where
labeled
like
with
Mariella was
emotions,
involved. That would have been the dream
happy or
ending.
sad or
'Cause
content.
we were like whittering on about it being a
Walking,
dream.
Eating,
Oh, yeah.
working, all of it monitored and commanded
Takes us
from
a
this
while, but we
very
get there.
place. And as
We
the
do, actually, yeah.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its
wanna
terrible
use it.
power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I don't know why I saw her fall. Okay. Watch out.
And a few screens awaiting input though.
And when at last he found the source of the rooms of power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy.
The thing
it.
is in the order
Mere
though.
moments
Oh, it's
until
early,
the
dear.
bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
That door was open.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Oh wait,
A
one.
moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
code.
everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Alright, someone popped up, didn't it? And I'm
What's the
like,
matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
pretty much.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These
Oh,
numbered
bye.
buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made
I'm very confused.
Yeah.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
Two.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Purple.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
How much I press the off
Will you
button
cling
now?
desperately to your frail life?
I
Or will
don't
you
get
let
it.
go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
I know what this
I
ending
think
was.
that's the guitar ending.
No, it's a white ending.
That's the guitar ending.
One guitar.
They call it the guitar ending, aka the white ending.
You want to find out if you can find the card in there?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Paranoid.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
Yeah, see if you can find any
Perhaps
cards.
he wanted to stop by
That,
the
would-
employee
that,
lounge
that has
first,
to be an
just to
actual
ignore
code.
it.
But I wouldn't know where to start
And
looking.
here it was, the lounge.
I didn't see
But
anything.
eager to get back to
It
business,
said two in a
Stanley
purple.
took
I'm
the
like, okay.
first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
I think that might have been the
Really,
count.
I'm not. I realize
It could have been,
investing
yeah.
your
That
trust
makes
in
more
someone else
sense.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the
That would
story
make
has been
so
about
much more
nothing but
sense.
you all this time.
Because it would count down to my
Someone
death,
you've been
so...
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've
Yeah, because we
forgotten
put the
about.
system power on.
Please,
Yeah.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not
And we
asking
definitely
for
had the
me,
dream ending.
I'm asking for
After I went down.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to
Oh, we've done
redeem
the
yourself,
we've done the
to put your
credits
work
ending,
aside,
the real person
to
ending.
let
That's when we
her
unplugged the
back
phone.
into your life.
Oh, is that one?
She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Oh! I picked up the phone this time.
This is...
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
there
live
we
at
go.
427 as well.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
Let's have a wife.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make
Wow.
a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic
achievement, man.
adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a
Now we're
wonderful
just being
fantasy.
bullied.
And so in his head, he
Yeah.
lived it again.
Like,
Again.
I think they're
again,
just bullying
over
us.
and over, wishing beyond
What
hope
the
that it
fuck,
would never
guys?
end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly
He
be?
deleted
In
your
reality,
wife.
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
We've done that.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him
Done
to.
that. We watched
Yeah.
the
But I
South
don't
Park.
make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once
All
more
right.
to convey all this to him.
Keep
I'm
it calm.
compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
That's what I said to
And
you.
I tried.
Game ended exactly like all of our conversations. Please die.
Ending with that then.
I have no idea. That was the wife ending because we got his wife, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Alright. So there was no code for the place.
Well, I got distracted by the wife ending, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
When Stanley came
Oh,
to
I've
a
got to go
set
now.
of 2
Back
open
there, yeah.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
So we've done it in the entire right side done.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Yeah, no,
boss's
there is no
office.
code to do.
That is a literal death. Alright.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Yeah.
So there's no
Code
codes?
means nothing.
What's a cock?
What else can we do?
By the way, I put the code in.
Soothed and
Anyone to open it?
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, that's cool. So back to the thing and turn it on or off this time.
Off, I guess. Turn it on.
Yeah.
We've gone into the red door, haven't we?
Yeah, we've done. Oh, we've done the red
We've done
ending.
the red door ending, we've done the blue door ending. We haven't done the guitar ending, aka the white
Stanley
ending.
walked straight ahead
From
through
where?
the large
We haven't
door
jumped
with
out of a
red
window.
blind
That's what I'm
controls.
trying to do.
What window? What window did we jump out of? We haven't done the
The
gate
lights
pod
rose
ending.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
not giving me
thought to
proof.
himself.
Nice
Did he
view.
have the strength to find out?
Oh, no.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
Go on.
true
We
nature
haven't.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
haven't found the
Stanley's
knowledge.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
Oh,
images on the
so
screen.
we need two
And
more then.
Stanley,
Yeah.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Restart the game after checking all computers. They aren't always there, but obviously you'll know when you've done it. You have
This
to play through
mind
multiple
control
versions of it
facility
to do it
was
all,
too
and then you
horrible
restart the
to
game.
believe it couldn't be true.
God
Had
damn it.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this
Done the
time?
suicide ending.
Was this the only
Did
reason
we?
he was happy
Yeah.
with his boring job?
We took the right
That
route,
his
the right door, we
emotions
went
had
into the
been
warehouse, we jumped
manipulated
off.
to
Alright. That's a
That's
suicide.
the first thing we did. We did the too much pressure ending, that's when you close his door from the inside.
He refused to believe.
So what's the
We
one?
did the
couldn't
wife
accept
ending by
his
picking up the
own life
phone, the
in
museum
someone
ending,
else's
Yep.
control.
the confusion
Never.
ending.
It was
Yep.
unthinkable, wasn't it?
It
Was it
got
even
left
possible?
into the men
Had he
section.
truly spent his entire
Yeah, we did the
life
confusion ending.
utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof.
And
the heart
okay.
of the operation.
Uh-huh.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
We
And as the
haven't
cold
done failing the
reality of his
portal landing
past
either.
began to sink in, Stanley decided
Fail the
that
portal.
this machinery
Fail the
would
portal,
never
puzzle,
again
landing.
exert its terrible.
I don't like how low my frames went.
I really like how low you're like how like dead,
This.
like dead, no color, like no light up your keyboard
And
on.
a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell
Just
him
hoping
where
it
to go,
will
what to
world
do,
out here.
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
I didn't know we were in Britain.
It was perhaps the only thing worth
The
knowing.
narrator is British, and then that lady narrator is
Stanley
British.
stepped
I
through
can't.
the open door.
Said it a lot.
Stanley
How many
felt the
brain
cool
cells did you
breeze
fuck
upon
up
his
yourself?
face. The feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new.
Look behind. I want to know what this building looks
I love
like.
This
Skyrim.
was exactly
And
right now.
we go Oblivion. It's a little bit more downgraded.
Yeah, to be fair.
Stanley was happy.
Nice ending. This was by far the most boring ending.
Yeah.
This is just if you
Beat
played
the game.
This is just if you played the game properly, like if we'd have actually done what we were told.
The first time. I'm actually curious because it's not actually. Let's see what achievements we've got. Like the achievements might tell us which endings we've got first. What it looks. This game doesn't run very well.
No, it doesn't.
Like. Share the achievements. There we go. We've got 3 achievements. That's it.
What the fuck is this?
Hey.
Sorry, you're gonna give yourself a fucking seizure.
430. Click on the 435 times. Okay. Play the Stanley Parable for an entire duration of a Tuesday.
All of Tuesday. We could probably do a speedrun of this, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't play for 5 years.
This was the achievement. Don't play it for 5 years. Impossible achievement to get. Alright, so click on the... Alright, okay.
What was that, like, crappy
Stanley
little,
stood
like,
for a long
online
time in
game?
one spot. It's part of a
That,
game.
like, the
He
whole
likes to
point of
see
it
how
was,
long he
like,
can
weird
wait,
achievements.
Stanley thought to himself.
It was like the little elephant game thing.
Please, are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose
Try
you
pressing
were to
E
click the door
when you get to
20
the one.
times. I would say
I did.
that's the kind of
Yeah.
effort that warrants recognition.
Or maybe we've done that one.
Huh? I've not had it full.
No, it hasn't been full, but maybe we've done that particular computer.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Good at that.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
I do.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Oh,
You want this achievement, don't you?
yeah. No, 430. 437 there is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, 415, 415, 415.
You are out of breath, like you are actually Stanley
Now,
running
back
all
to
over
door number
this.
437.
Oh, fuck me.
This is when we need the, like, the Mario star theme.
Wait, what was it? Oh, 437, yeah.
437. I'll randomly play star.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
You really want this achievement, don't
Okay,
you?
now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Alright.
Yes, this This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Alright, yeah, because this is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
How stressed you are.
Nothing
It's
could hold you
okay.
back. Yes, I'm
It's
very
okay.
proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago,
done.
you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
what's the window ending?
What were
Are you ready to like eat yourself
Commit
from the
to-
window
yeah.
now? We just do them in order that we haven't done them yet.
Go on then.
Jump out the window. What window?
Find me the window.
My phone on 12%. Oh. You can jump on desks.
Wait, what?
So go back to our room, 427.
Yeah.
And then you can jump on one of your co-workers' desks. That one with the computer on it. You should be able to. That's the window, though.
This?
That's the window. Yeah, but you can only get on it by accessing it. Desk.
Hang on. Are you sure it wasn't that? No, because... Oh. By the way, I clicked it.
Cool.
I can't get out. What the fuck did he do? What did he do with rest? I'm on the PC.
Yeah, you can apparently use that to get over to the desk.
Only 15 seconds, it's fine. So... Oh. Wow.
Bye.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many
What's
more,
the next
all
ending,
of
then?
them are
The
appropriate.
escape pod
I'm
ending.
enjoying what seems
Alright.
to be an internal conflict going on where you
lot of
are
it.
literally unable to...
Are we just gonna do all
designs
endings?
to restart
Why
the
not?
game.
Why not?
So,
Why the fuck
just to
not?
push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
No, we listen to this shit anyway.
Yeah,
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful
How do you-
way, but his brain...
It wasn't as fun as staring herself off the
And
little
then-
left thing.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, You too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Yeah. Is that it? Is this the entire ending?
Did you get bored that quickly?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Well, it's on a file, stick it on myself. Right.
Boss's office.
Okay. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stan decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
I could
missed a
speed run.
memo.
Like, it wouldn't.
There's only one code, and if you put it in right, it's fine.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay, so what do we do
Feeling
when we
a
get to the
wave
boss's
of
office?
disbelief,
So you go,
Stanley
you slowly
decided
enter
to
through
go
the
up to
boss's
his
office, big office's doors,
hoping coming
and
to a
immediately
staircase,
head back out so that the
Stanley
doors
walked
close without you being in the
upstairs to
office
his
room.
boss's office.
Alright, so I'm duking the doors.
Okay, I think we all...
And then you should have a. And then you go back.
Down here.
Go back to the beginning and follow the newly opened path.
This is weird. How did anyone find this one?
I have no idea. Some people have no life. No offense.
Sure. But back down here.
What, it says go back to the beginning and follow the newly opened path.
Okay. Oh. Oh. I had a panic. It said 460. I was like, oh no. And it's like 460. Yeah, it's fine. Wait, why don't we hear the narrator then? Or did we duke him that well?
Apparently. Maybe try the left. Going in circles.
Yeah, we're going up.
No, I mean, we're not changing floors, are we?
Yeah, look. 158.
Okay.
58. Nine. Should be the next one. Hey.
I love this. Silent Hill. That loading bar went backwards. Oh, we just escaped.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, boring that one. That looks pretty shit.
Yeah. So this is. Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to
Yeah,
check
that
on
was
his
literally it.
coworkers. He never functioned well by himself. Constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of dead open doors, he entered the door.
Oh yeah, I
on his
didn't do
left.
the. Oh shit! Let me do it. Reset. I didn't move the computer. Eleanor.
Oh my god, yeah, there was a thing about there was an ending about like resetting, but we were gonna get to that, for fuck's sake.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
Reload the game until the corridor is different and in a bluish light. Go through door 426. That's the last one. That's the one that you're supposed to do.
And reset.
Yeah. I don't really know what this one's gonna do for us, but we're in the good place.
Oh.
Yeah, restart the game after checking all computers.
Oh, because this is having to push button. Is this it?
You're pleasing some people. He wants to do all the endings. And now
Is
he's
this
getting
it?
to do them. It's like, is this it? Sorry, it's not your. It's Stanley's heaven, okay?
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, it's not like an anime convention.
That is not my ideal of heaven. How dare you?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
No, that was Rail Stanley. So what endings left then? I ended up doing the heaven one by mistake.
No, you did it. Like that was the next one.
Oh, was that the next one?
Yeah.
Oh.
The suicide ending we've done. Too much pressure we've done. Wife ending we've done.
Yep.
Museum ending we've done. Take the right door. Go into the maintenance. Go left into the maintenance section.
Done
Take
that.
the elevator down.
Yeah. That's this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley did perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
I
lounge
should do a
first,
speed run for that.
just to admire it. It was okay.
Yeah, so this is
But
the left
eager
door
to
here.
get back to business,
And we went
Stanley
down,
took
if you
the
remember.
first open door on his left. And
Yeah,
so he
never mind,
detoured
we
through
did.
the maintenance section, walked
Happy
straight ahead
ending.
to the
Countdown
opposite
ending.
door,
Dream
and got
ending.
back
Credits
on
ending.
track.
Whiteboard ending. I mean, we can do the portal ending. Those are the last 2 endings that we've got to do. Then we've done all the endings.
Alright, so how do we do one of them?
The whiteboard ending, reload the game until the corridor is different and in a bluish light. So,
Okay, so
hope
reset.
you're ready for some exciting content.
Bluish.
Bluish light. The corridor should be different and in a bluish light. Who sits here and reloads the game this much?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Go through door 426.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
4,
the memo.
2, 6.
That's it. Welcome to the whiteboard ending.
Now portal ending. Is that it? That's the last one, is portal ending.
Yes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Hope whoever
Perhaps he
created
wanted to
this
stop
list
by
of
the
different
employee
endings is
lounge
happy with
first,
themselves
just
because,
to admire
like, some
it.
of these were a bag of shite.
Yeah.
Like, the whiteboard ending.
That-
Welcome to the whiteboard ending.
That's literally just like,
Open door on his left.
you just wanted to do this. I wonder what the freaking achievement is. 8.
Stanley was so
Maybe
bad
it's
at
doing all
following
different endings?
directions, it's
How many
incredible
endings
he
is there?
wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley,
Oh yeah, because it was 8, wasn't it, on the board? The confusion is
I'm not
ending
sure
instead of
maybe
8.
I'm not. I realize that investing in your
Alright,
trust
I'm gonna
in
jump in
someone
from
else
here.
There is
is
more.
difficult,
There are 16
but the
endings.
fact
We've done
is
all
that the
16
story has
endings.
been- What?
We have done 15 different endings to this game.
How do we do? Oh, we go through the red door, don't we?
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to
Yeah.
you?
No, we did when we went through the blue door.
I don't know how to convince you.
You get
of this,
Paul?
but I really do want to help.
You sure?
Yes,
Show
because we
you
kept playing
something
different.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
Okay.
that
We
I'm
got told to
on
go through the
your
red
side.
door, so we were like, well, let's go through the blue door.
Now
Okay.
listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door ending is the also the one that has Minecraft.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
So how do you fuck
Stanley
up the
walked
puzzle?
Through the red door.
You block the
I still
door
don't
with the
think we're
cube.
communicating properly. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Take the
You
right
wanna know
door.
so badly
Go
what's out
left and
there, you
continue to
wanna
the
find
warehouse.
out
Jump
what
out the
lies at the
elevator.
end
Go
of
into
this
the blue
road
door.
you've
Push the
chosen.
cube
Well,
through the
don't
door
let
so that
me
you are no
stop
longer
you.
able to solve the puzzle.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
That's so
because you were
stupid.
never supposed to
Wouldn't
be
have
here in
thought
the
of that.
first
And
place.
that is
Broken
the last
rooms,
ending.
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I
I'm
did.
looking. See if I
And in
can
the
find
end,
the
it was
achievement
all
list.
for nothing. Because this is what you wanted
That's
to
what
see.
you're doing.
Give me a literal
Help elucidate
second.
these strange and
Could've told
unknown
me.
desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Hold hands.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a Okay, I'm going to
Parable.
stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No.
A one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a
It's
one?
100%.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Oh, I've done it before.
But I guess it's not my place to judge.
Yeah.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new
Yeah,
version.
that I did.
To be perfectly candid,
I'll spell
I
it.
think I've knocked it out of the park with
You
this
spend
one.
that shit.
Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep
Click on the
walking
door
through doors?
5 times.
Again,
You can't
honest
jump.
answers,
Welcome
please.
back. Unachievable.
Was it unachievable?
It's a very
Hey, I
confusing
nearly
one.
forgot. I've got a
all
prototype
right.
of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
It's given
You wouldn't mind
randomly
taking a
to
look
some
at it, would you?
players
Perfect. Let me
by
boot it
using a
up.
cheat code. It's like 1 in 15 players gets the
In this game,
Oh
the
my
baby
God.
crawls left towards danger. You click the
commitment,
button
which is
to move
playing the
him
Stanley
back to the
Parable
right,
for
and if he
24
reaches
hours.
the fire,
You can cheat by messing with your computer.
It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
Go
confronting
outside,
the
which is not
demands
playing the
of
game for
family
5 years.
life.
I wonder if you
I
can
think
cheat
the
by
art world will
playing with
really
computer
take
clock as well.
notice.
What,
But of course,
stick it
the
5 years
message of
time?
the game
Doesn't
only
boot it up.
becomes clear
Speed
once
run.
you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You see, if you were playing it for 24 hours, right, you could do this 4 hour
heartless
part.
Bastard. Did you do it because
Go
you
on.
hate babies or purely to spite me?
You don't sound pleased. Go on.
Enter 8 into the boss's
I
keypad
can't
8
think
times.
of a single thing that might improve.
Wait,
the experience.
what?
That's it. That's it.
I'm going to try.
Just put 8 times.
Thank you for playing.
There's an
Your
achievement
input was extremely
that you get
valuable.
by enabling
Okay,
and
since my games are
disabling the
awful,
achievement
why don't we
options
play
in the
someone
extras
else's
menu.
game just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have?
Go.
This is exactly like that weird elephant game that I played when I was like in high school.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
That's mental.
Well, Stanley, is this
There's an art ending.
At last,
There's an
one
art?
thing
You
you've
actually have to
desired.
play the baby
A
game for
I
4
have
hours.
absolutely nothing
I
to
fucking knew it was.
And there's an art ending.
Tell me that.
Alright, doing that.
Will it ever?
I am not playing it for 8 hours.
Well, I'll say this. I'm done
4
making
hours.
fakes for
Sorry,
you.
4 hours.
From now on,
Fuck,
I will
still.
emigrate to fulfill
Pay
a greater
someone.
artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
What?
You ain't got no life. Just you do it.
At this point, I've got more of a life and more money than you do.
Here,
So-
no,
For once.
here, And then...
For once.
Neck.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of
How's your neck?
course. And just to
Fine,
finish
actually.
it all off... Yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own
You
inadequacy.
bitch.
But you've
Oh,
only
nice
seen
thing
it
to
from the
say.
outside. You've only gotten half the
All right.
experience. Please,
You
step
cunt.
inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We
So,
must
I'm gonna
build
look-
it
The
out of
Stanley
diamond.
Parable is on
Diamond
TV tropes, and
everything.
apparently
Yes. Come along,
you
Stanley.
have to get-
We have to go mining.
easy way to get the go out.
Okay.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, I didn't, and I've seen some coal, and I got one. We could have made a one, but no, you wanted to.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Yeah.
Something that makes you feel utterly
What is that?
irrelevant. This won't do
Oh,
at all.
yeah.
1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay.
Just play Minecraft if you want to play Minecraft. Yeah, you have to block the door with the key. You can't actually.
Yes, I don't
You're
even
lucky
know
when
what
I play
this
Paul
game
now,
I
is.
but-
miss Paul so much. I realised, like, I was looking for it
Trapped in
because
a
I was
glass
thinking about it the other
box,
day, and I
no way
tried
out,
looking
listening
for it on
to
my
me
computer,
talk,
but I
oh,
don't
it's
have it.
inspired. I couldn't have done it any
Like
better
your Mac
myself.
murderers.
What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now
That could
I'm
be nice, I'll let you-
curious.
I just like
Let's go
Noise's bad
find out what
ending.
the
It's my
hell
favourite
this
one.
is.
Noise is my favourite.
Alright, so that door.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Oh, you did that.
I mean,
Go. Throw a button.
that's just showing. Dang. Yeah, there's a failing the portal puzzle ending. So
Ow!
push the cube through the door so that you are no longer able to solve the puzzle. against the portal cube on top of the radio.
So I can't do it because I didn't bring the radio with me.
No.
Oh! Well, there's no achievement for the ending, so, you know, okay. Fair dues. Oh shit. Look what we just got.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
The
it
whiteboard
mean?
ending again.
Stanley
Hooray.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a
Is
set
it
of two
music?
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You could just say giggling.
Literally.
It's just literally balance it on the radio.
No, watch it, watch it,
There
watch
was not
it.
a single person here either.
I'm telling you.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping him coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
So type in the keypad.
Here's the door, just go.
He opened the door. I've only just entered.
Oh yeah, you do it so you trap it on, you trap the block on the other side of the door.
Oh, did it? Got the achievement. Cool. That's all endings, really, isn't it? And
And
then
we haven't done the portal ending because we haven't got trapped on the inside.
fuck doing that one. No point doing that. Done that. Done that.
But other than that, yeah, we've done all of the 15 endings.
Cool. I'm not doing bothered about achievements. Oh my god!
What?
Look at the screens. Ready?
Did you not notice that before?
No!
God. Honestly, it's like I'm gonna ask you, Dad, how like just how special your needs are.
Done it.
I'm gonna ask you, Dad, just how special your needs are.
You know what? Because of Portal, we're gonna play
What?
the Portal thing. That's what I think. Why not? That's nice, Portal, is it? Or
No.
oh,
Um.
oh, is it EL?
AL.
Oh, AL. This was a triumph.